Normally, when solving a system of equations, we just go ahead and solve each equation for y, put it in the calculator, into the y equals key, and do the second trace 5. But when I look at this right here, I do have one that's already set up equal for y, but my other equation, there's not a y in it. It's not a function. So I'm not going to be able to put this into the y equals of my calculator. There's not a y equals. So I've got a couple of options. I can still use the calculator and put the equation they gave me in y equals, and then just look at this as a piece of data, because that's what it is. X equals -3. So I can go to my table and just look at where x equals -3 on this equation, and I'll have my intersection. The other way to do it is to just graph it by hand, which goes very quickly as well. So I'm going to do that real quick. So to graph this by hand, I always need to start at my y-intercept. My y-intercept is 2, so I'm going to put a point on 2. And then my slope is 1. So I'm going to go up by 1, up and over, up 1 over 1. And I'm going to go down 1 over 1. So there's my first line. And then I'm going to graph a vertical line. I know it's vertical because, hey, vex, vertical equals x. So I've got x is -3. So I'm going to come over here to -3, and I'm going to draw my vertical line. And when I do that, I can see that my points, my two lines, intersect right there at -3, -1. So my solution to this is -3, -1. And the cool thing is I can look and see, hey, x does equal -3.